The Dark Ages, often perceived as a time of cultural stagnation and decline in Europe following the fall of the Roman Empire, holds a significant place in world history that warrants a nuanced understanding. This period, roughly spanning from the 5th to the 10th century, is frequently mischaracterized as a mere epoch of barbarism and ignorance. However, this view overlooks the complexities and developments that occurred during these centuries. While Europe faced challenges such as invasions, political fragmentation, and economic difficulties, other regions, including the Islamic world and parts of Asia, experienced remarkable advancements in science, philosophy, and trade. For instance, during the same time that Europe was grappling with instability, the Islamic Golden Age flourished, leading to significant contributions in mathematics, medicine, and the arts. This contrast highlights that while Europe may have been in a state of turmoil, other cultures were thriving and laying the groundwork for future progress. Understanding the Dark Ages requires us to move beyond simplistic narratives and recognize the diverse experiences across the globe. This period set the stage for the eventual resurgence of Europe in the later Middle Ages, marked by the Renaissance and the rediscovery of classical knowledge. By delving deeper into the historical events and figures of the Dark Ages, we can uncover a more intricate tapestry of human experience, revealing how interconnected and dynamic this era truly was. Thus, the Dark Ages should not be viewed solely as a time of darkness but rather as a complex phase that contributed to the rich narrative of world history, paving the way for future developments and cultural exchanges. The term, Dark Ages, typically refers to the period in European history from the 5th to the 10th century, following the collapse of the Roman Empire. This era is often characterized by a perceived decline in cultural and economic activity, leading to the notion that it was a time of ignorance and barbarism. The Eurocentric perspective has significantly shaped this narrative, emphasizing the struggles faced by Europe while largely ignoring the advancements occurring in other parts of the world. This viewpoint has led to a skewed understanding of history, where the achievements of non-European civilizations during this time are frequently overlooked. However, recent scholarship suggests that the Dark Ages may not have been as bleak as traditionally portrayed. While Europe did experience significant upheaval, including invasions and the fragmentation of political structures, there were also notable developments in various fields. For instance, the establishment of monasteries preserved classical texts and fostered learning, while trade networks began to re-emerge, connecting Europe with the wider world. Additionally, the Byzantine Empire and the Islamic caliphates were thriving, contributing to advancements in science, mathematics, and philosophy. This broader perspective challenges the simplistic view of the Dark Ages as a time of total decline, revealing a more complex and dynamic historical landscape. By re-evaluating the implications of the term, Dark Ages, we can appreciate the resilience and adaptability of societies during this period, recognizing that it laid the groundwork for the eventual cultural and intellectual revival that would follow in the later Middle Ages. Thus, the narrative of darkness gives way to a more nuanced understanding of this pivotal time in European history. The social and political structures of medieval Europe were predominantly characterized by the feudal system, a hierarchical framework that defined relationships between lords, vassals, and serfs. Under this system, land was the primary source of wealth and power, with lords granting parcels of land to vassals in exchange for military service and loyalty. This arrangement significantly limited social mobility, as individuals were often born into their roles, with serfs bound to the land they worked and having little opportunity to rise above their station. Life expectancy during this period was relatively low, often averaging around 30 to 40 years, largely due to factors such as disease, malnutrition, and limited medical knowledge. Living conditions for the majority were harsh. Most people resided in small, rural communities, where subsistence farming was the norm, and access to resources was minimal. In contrast to the centralized empires of the Roman era, which maintained a unified political structure across vast territories, medieval Europe was marked by localism. Power was fragmented, with numerous feudal lords exercising authority over their domains, leading to a patchwork of allegiances and governance. This decentralization fostered a sense of local identity and loyalty, as communities often prioritized their immediate interests over broader political unity. While this localism provided stability in the face of invasions and instability, it also hindered the development of centralized governance and cohesive national identities. The interplay of these social and political structures shaped the medieval landscape, influencing everything from economic practices to cultural exchanges, and ultimately laying the groundwork for the transformations that would emerge in the later Middle Ages and beyond. The Middle Ages, often overshadowed by the term Dark Ages, were a period of significant cultural and intellectual contributions that shaped the trajectory of European history. Key figures such as Thomas Aquinas and Hildegard of Bingen emerged during this time, leaving lasting legacies in philosophy, theology, and the arts. Aquinas, a Dominican friar, synthesized Aristotelian philosophy with Christian doctrine, profoundly influencing Western thought and establishing a framework for understanding faith and reason. Meanwhile, Hildegard of Bingen, a visionary abbess, made remarkable contributions to music, medicine, and mysticism, showcasing the diverse talents of women in a predominantly male-dominated society. Superstition and religious debates played a crucial role in shaping medieval society, as the Church wielded significant influence over daily life and governance. The interplay between faith and reason often sparked intense discussions, leading to both conflict and collaboration among scholars and theologians. Despite the challenges posed by political instability, plagues, and social upheaval, the cultural output of the Middle Ages was remarkable. The period saw the construction of magnificent cathedrals, the flourishing of illuminated manuscripts, and the establishment of universities, which became centers of learning and intellectual exchange. Literature also thrived, with works such as Dante's Divine Comedy and Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, reflecting the complexities of human experience and societal values. These achievements highlight the resilience of medieval society, which, despite its struggles, produced a rich tapestry of cultural and intellectual advancements. The legacy of this era laid the groundwork for the Renaissance and continues to influence contemporary thought, demonstrating that the Middle Ages were not merely a time of darkness but a vibrant period of creativity and exploration. During the Middle Ages, the Islamic world experienced remarkable advancements that significantly shaped global culture and knowledge. The expansion of the Islamic Empire, which stretched from Spain to India, facilitated not only the spread of Islam but also the exchange of ideas, technologies, and cultural practices across diverse regions. This vast empire became a melting pot of various civilizations, fostering a rich intellectual environment that contributed to its cultural significance. One of the most notable achievements of this period was the establishment of Baghdad as a center of learning, particularly during the Abbasid Caliphate. The city became home to the House of Wisdom, where scholars from various backgrounds gathered to study, debate, and innovate. This collaborative atmosphere led to groundbreaking contributions in fields such as mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. Prominent scholars like Al-Khwarizmi, known as the father of algebra, and Avicenna, a pioneer in medicine, emerged during this time, laying the foundations for future scientific inquiry. Additionally, the translation and preservation of ancient texts played a crucial role in the advancement of knowledge. Islamic scholars diligently translated works from Greek, Persian, and Indian sources, ensuring that the wisdom of antiquity was not lost. This effort not only preserved critical knowledge but also enriched it through commentary and synthesis, leading to new discoveries and insights. The advancements in the Islamic world during the Middle Ages were instrumental in shaping the intellectual landscape of Europe and beyond. As these ideas eventually flowed back into Europe, they contributed to the Renaissance, highlighting the interconnectedness of cultures and the importance of cross-cultural exchanges in the development of human knowledge. During the Middle Ages, Europe and the Islamic world experienced markedly different trajectories in cultural and scientific advancements, shaped by their respective political structures and societal contexts. In the Islamic world, the expansion of the Islamic Empire fostered a vibrant intellectual climate, characterized by significant contributions in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. Scholars such as Al-Khwarizmi and Avicenna made groundbreaking discoveries that laid the groundwork for future scientific inquiry. In contrast, Europe, particularly in the early Middle Ages, faced political fragmentation and social upheaval following the fall of the Roman Empire, which hindered similar advancements. However, by the later Middle Ages, Europe began to experience a resurgence, particularly with the establishment of universities and the revival of classical knowledge, leading to the flourishing of art and literature during the Renaissance. The political structures in both regions also played a crucial role in shaping societal growth. The decentralized feudal system in Europe created localized power dynamics, often limiting collaboration and innovation. In contrast, the centralized governance of the Islamic caliphates facilitated the pooling of resources and ideas, allowing for a more cohesive approach to cultural and scientific development. This difference in political organization contributed to the Islamic world becoming a beacon of knowledge and learning during this period. Despite these differences, the interconnectedness of global history during the Middle Ages is evident. Trade routes, such as the Silk Road, facilitated the exchange of ideas, goods, and technologies between Europe and the Islamic world. This interaction not only enriched both regions but also laid the foundation for future developments, demonstrating that the Middle Ages were a time of significant cultural exchange and mutual influence, ultimately shaping the course of history for centuries to come. During the Middle Ages, China experienced remarkable achievements, particularly under the Tang dynasty, which reigned from 618 to 907 CE. This period is often celebrated for its meritocratic governance, where officials were selected based on their abilities and knowledge rather than noble birth. The civil service examination system established during this time emphasized education and intellectual merit, fostering a culture that valued scholarship and governance. This meritocracy not only enhanced administrative efficiency but also encouraged cultural flourishing, leading to advancements in poetry, painting, and philosophy, with figures like Li Bai and Du Fu emerging as iconic poets of the era. In addition to its political innovations, the Tang dynasty was a time of significant technological advancements. Key innovations such as paper money and gunpowder emerged during this period, transforming economic practices and military capabilities. The introduction of paper money facilitated trade by providing a more efficient medium of exchange, while gunpowder revolutionized warfare, eventually influencing military strategies far beyond China's borders. Trade and cultural exchange played a crucial role in shaping China's historical narrative during the Middle Ages. The Silk Road, a vital trade network, connected China with regions as far as Europe and the Middle East, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. This interaction not only enriched Chinese culture but also facilitated the spread of Chinese inventions, such as papermaking and printing, to other parts of the world. The cultural exchanges fostered by trade helped to create a more interconnected global landscape, highlighting China's significant contributions to world history during this period. Overall, the achievements of China during the Middle Ages reflect a dynamic interplay of governance, innovation, and cultural exchange that shaped its legacy and influence on subsequent civilizations. In summarizing the key points discussed in the video about the Dark Ages, we see a vivid contrast in the experiences of Europe, the Islamic world, and China during this historical period. While Europe faced significant challenges following the fall of the Roman Empire, characterized by political fragmentation and social upheaval, the Islamic world thrived, marked by intellectual advancements and cultural exchanges facilitated by the expansive Islamic Empire. Similarly, China experienced remarkable achievements under the Tang dynasty, showcasing innovations such as paper money and gunpowder, alongside a meritocratic governance system that fostered cultural flourishing. These contrasting experiences highlight the complexities of historical narratives, reminding us that the term Dark Ages oversimplifies a rich tapestry of human development across different regions. As we reflect on these complexities, it becomes clear that understanding history requires a nuanced perspective that acknowledges the interconnectedness of global events and cultural exchanges. The advancements in one region often influenced and shaped the trajectories of others, creating a dynamic interplay that transcends simplistic categorizations. We encourage viewers to delve deeper into these fascinating historical narratives and consider how they inform our understanding of the present. If you enjoyed this exploration of the Dark Ages and wish to learn more about the intricate tapestry of world history, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others who may be interested. Your engagement helps us continue to create content that uncovers the rich and diverse stories of our past, fostering a greater appreciation for the complexities of human history. Thank you for watching.